Hi everyone, it's Martin for Athava. Welcome to the channel. On this channel we talk about productivity, technology and learning. In today's video we're gonna see how organize life based on one tool with Notion. So this system allows you to navigate through different parts of your life, get more clarity and simplicity in your projects, tasks and notes, get everything in one place, and you can easily organize all this around you as an extension of your brain to manage the things important in your life. In this video, we will explain the meaning of the system, what is the problem to solve, why an efficient system can bring better comprehension in your life, and why Notion is so flexible and get everything saved in one page. By the structure, I mean how a life architecture can be extendable to break boundaries, get everything sorted at the right place, how to get a place for all projects, notes and tasks, keep everything organized and clear. Inside each box, limit the display on only important data related to. Also some simple tools to gain time and productivity for your daily life, index web, YouTube playlist, travel planner, budget, media management and personal planning. Then some advice at the end to keep Notion light and efficient. So this system isn't a navy habit tracker where you're gonna spend hours to check everyday habit routine. It's just one tool to get a better organization and a process to get things done, moving forward in a good direction. You can feel free to navigate in a system fit for you, like you have the map of what is in your heart to save everything, exploring areas of yourself you didn't have time to before. It's just an ensemble of roads you can take, an exploration of all parts of you, a way to discover yourself. You can skip for an entire month, go in the mountains, come back and everything is still here, ready to go, waiting for you. Can continue what you did last time where you stopped. You're gaining so much liberty. You have main lines to guide you, to keep separation between things, main database pillars. You just have to put in the right box. It's not a system to lock yourself. The goal is to unlock your potential, get the better of you with no limitation, and not think by the insecurity of how I will organize all my ideas and maybe will I lose some. Just be focused on one thing, other will for you for the good time to do it. You're gaining ability to choose in the chaos of dealing with all data. You can deeply go on one thing, then come back and by this way manage what is very important for you. It will never disappear, all saved in one database, and a single view for each specific area. So all templates in this video are available. Please check the link in the description below. So about the problem. By the past I had this problem to deal with too much data on too many devices. Notebook for all science definition, another notebook for Linux and electronic, diaries at home, post it everywhere to save ideas, don't know where to put media I have to watch. So with this, it's no index, no cloud. And in addition, I had troubles to deal with too many hobbies without structure, no safe space to save all my work on different subjects, no links saved, no connection between notes, no hierarchy, no backup. All my work was temporary, so felt insecure. I was looking for a solution like Evernote to have a centralization for notes and work from one place like Synology NAS cloud server. Then I found Notion. So what is Notion? Notion is an hybrid between note-taking and database manager. It's very modular, easy to manipulate, design and organize ideas. You can create page, put some text, edit titles, add images, make bullet lists, use tangles. So basically it's enough, but first, a wonderful tool for note-taking. Then, multiple pages can be managed in one database. You can add properties for manipulating data, add fields, tags, edit rows, and filter by view. It started from simple to complex, a very great base for creating smart systems. And always keep the definition of what you need, because it's so much modular and intuitive. Kind of modeling clay which you can play with. It's very easy and basic. So about the structure now. So last year I discovered Thiago Forte method, and I recommend to check his work, he's very brilliant. So para is a segmentation between 4 types of elements to bring more clarity and definition to a smart environment. So what are those 4 pillars? Areas of slice of your life, split the different interests you have in life, what do you like, hobbies, parts of you, without ending. It's kind of box with every aspect of your life. Projects are with an end and an outcome as a result. It can be tangible, executable. And notes are all the resources you catch just to capture data. And archives are no longer needed, but accessible if you have to. Keep aside in case. And it changed everything because now you have the limitation of what the sense for each element, a clear role. A very good way to split a system and work on one specific element and even keep it independent. You just have to follow the guidelines for the structure. So we can say it's an extension of brain as a second brain, but we can add more tools to do more efficient system. So we're gonna go through each element to describe and get a definition clear for each role. So first, areas. Areas are sliced of your personality, your different hobbies, interests, on what you want to spend time for what you want to create space in this category of your identity. Anything without ending, a non-definable wish. You can add examples, it can be racing, go out, social, music, gaming, electronic, graphism, Photoshop, Premiere, anything you have interest in. So once you have all areas in one place, it's easy to take a step back, zoom back, have a macro view, a wonderful map of who you are and what definition you can see through this prism. In a big room, you have small tables like container, and you can switch from one to another, and everything related to each area is on the table and will stay kind of sandbox durable. When every area becomes a box, it's easy to have a better compartmentation. You can go in one area, have everything related to. You will see only what is important in this area. Had few modules in this area just for important data, for tasks, notes, and projects. So when I did my template for area, something was missing. I needed a space flexible enough to do a temporary and durable notes. And to go deeply into the introspection, why do I have this area, what I like in this one? What inspiration I had, what is the definition can I give to this area? What is the vibration for me? What do I really want for this box in my life? So I create a space with pillars, so will stay, and variables can be deleted. So like a reminder, a note, like do this next time, think about this, don't forget this. It's just a free space to save short and long-term information for this area. Wonderful tool for reflection also. Description asks you questions to go deep in the custom and personal introspection. Once you feel host, all aspects of your life are in front of you, and they will evolve, mutate, be transformed, stayed or be deleted. You can see where you put your attention, your energy and focus on some priorities, because life is always moving, evolving. And every area has a common base, interconnection with others. It can be grouped in a main category. It's easier to sort and to find yourself in the system. So a project is a bundle of tasks with a final outcome as a result. It has an end. Inside project, you will find what you need only for the project, like task manager, notes of the project, and notes related to the area. You can stay in this one space, have everything to work. A project is just a delimitation of a space where you can put everything related to the project and stay in this box, and then manage all boxes you have for all different projects. Keep it simple, a clear-cut gallery view to see a collection. I can easily switch in function of my need and adjust the projects of the moment. Usually I have maximum 4 to 5 projects on and maximum 2 actives. The rest are stopped, to do, or next step. Most important is the status. It will sort and define the situation of your project's planning. You have, of course, priority, due dates, and areas. You can quickly add and see your tasks inside each project. You have this count of tasks. Current is counting the checked ones, and the progress bar is based on the ratio of to do and done. In addition, I did an estimate progress bar just for your own, because sometimes the percentage is not so representative of the amount of work and the real advancement. You can estimate from what you did and how many tasks are still to do. It's a clear present picture of the state for the project. Keep in mind that projects are only a package with notes and tasks. Projects are limited in the time with an objective and a final result. That's why this space is temporary. You deposit an idea of a final product and work only in this space to achieve it. Notice that projects note and note of the area are in the same database, but with the property project field. So about tasks now. Main goal for task management is to sort and choose the right task to do at the good moment. It's not a problem if you have hundreds of tasks in a big to-do list. The most important is to define priorities and execution with now, next, or later, for example. And by the Eisenhower metric, you can cross by priority and by time to have a more clear view of what you have on the table and what is important, what is really important. When is for describing in a temporary scale. You have a bunch of options. Active is actually doing, but to finish quickly, it's another topic. Subject of the moment, it's in hand now. So wait is between now and next, because you need an entry from outside and you need to see it anytime for remind you it's to finish, but when possible. Next is in the approach future, just after the now tasks. So later it's not important at the moment, but anyway it's on the list and you will sort it later or put in now or next, just when you need it. So maybe it's for long terms. It's just a way to say I don't know now, and it can be for non-active goals you will have in the future. And for the moment, you don't have scale for when you will do it, and you will define it later and put date, but at the moment you just don't know when. Finally, idea. You need to take time to check if it's realizable or not. You need to go back later and examine. It's state and level 0, nothing is sure. Start or something or just nothing can be deleted later. So with this scale of time, you have the full spectrum from an idea to, okay, I'll do it now. And then also you have recurring tasks. Recurring tasks are what you are dealing with every week, every month. It has no hand. Once you did it once, you will do it again next time. It's more easy to manage and plan because they are endless and you can see when it's gonna come again, and it's a kind of cycles. You don't necessarily need to add a date with this sorting. I mean, if you have no choice for the date, you have to plan, of course, but otherwise, you're free to do at the time you want. You have defined guidelines earlier, and now you can pick the ones you have time and energy for, if nothing is more urgent. It's very flexible and extendable. Nothing is frozen. It's not strict and fixed as before, it's more funny and light. Do what you can do when you want. Sorting of the main view is all about logical. Of course, when is first at the top, then priority, and then the rest is for a better display to have a more clear list by group common areas and goals. Please notice when is master. Even if you have high priority, if it's next, it will never be on the top. It's two different roles for each other. One is more for a precise window about your own timing. Priority is only an appreciation of the important order. If you mix both, you have a very accurate indication. Inbox property is for adding multiple tasks when you don't have time to sort and fix priorities. I personally never use it because every time I pay attention to fully enter inputs, even if I need to adjust it later. But maybe at the beginning of the day you will list everything and later you will take time to establish a strategy and moving consciously with priorities. With this main view and indication by area, it's easy to see how much work you have in each slice of your identity. Again, it's kind of macro view of your personality, but in an executable and actionable aspect. Easy to fix and see your focus and level of energy, your orientation at the moment by what you're guided, for which area you have the most ideas and intentions. Your available time for tasks will depend from so much parameters, like the charge you had at work during the day, your level of energy, your motivation, your stress, on what you want to work on, if you go out tonight. It's not linear and strictly defined every day. It's always changing and you need the ability to reschedule and keep the liberty to breathe inside your to-do list, to not overstack with unrealizable actions. This very cool menu allows you to drag and drop from a list to a calendar. It's about time managing. You have a no date view. If you drag and add a date, it will disappear from the list. It's a good way to not forget anything and put dates with the base list, and also see past dates where you are late on. Combination of two views where you can manipulate from one to another. So when you will list your tasks, a problem will happen. There is a confusion for what type and at which status the idea is. It can be actionable or just a blurry image, a dream, a result, a sensation, an advice, a fear, a need, a wish, and all merge. It cannot be in the task manager. You will need to define state and the type of the idea. If it's a task, a goal, a dream, a project, and align in the good space, processing in the good order. So that's why you need to put in goals and outcomes database. So about the definition of goals. First you have your personality, who you are. It will never change. Your goals depend on your personality, but can evolve. You will have a blurry image, an abstract definition of what you need, what is your dream, a direction, where to look, and from this goal to become measurable like a result, it's how you will achieve this goal. What is the representation of this goal? Manifestation, incarnation, something practical. To complete the outcome, it can be a task, a multitask, or a project. And you're searching to align who you are and where you want to go. This is through by which solution, how you will solve it, how you will success on what you desire. Then you can go deeper as your personality gonna link some goals with a common denominator. You can group in 3 categories, for example. I call it mantras. It's direction of your life based on who you are and who you want to become. Trying to keep the light pathing through the top to the bottom. It must be no friction, it must be clear, no hesitation. You will see another video on how to plan, because it's not so simple to deal with due dates and objectives with the filter of time. Just thing you have to know, you can display on month and quarters, but instead, you can keep active and next to plan short terms in function of what you feel at the moment, because you will need to adjust on weekly, monthly and quarterly reviews. Okay, now my favorite part about notes and tags. Now I will ask you to take a few minutes to think about how much entries, sources, data we face every day, or requests we have from outside and also inside in each mind. And also think about some dopamine detox sometime, when during one day you just do nothing to clear your level of dopamine. Because we have so much information to sort, and skipping all important parts where you have interest in can be frustrating. So how catch and sort? So notes and resources are the memory of the system. In any case, the goal is to find the good spot, the good place for the entry, for the data to sort, to find it easily later. The easiest way to sort is by area, of course. In the spectrum of your identity with areas, you will only catch what you need and what is important for you. So by this way, you can manage all with the centralization in one place, split by area in one database. I really like the linearity vertically with tags. Tags are just groups for common meaning and sense for some package of notes. You can add also tags for notes in project also. Tags will be reused in different contexts. It's just a database for all tags you just entry one. I just make main categories for tags to keep it organized by family. Most important is centralization, only one database, and split by area, multiple view filtered by this area. You can do different template of note also. You can add some note with images, titles, tongles. I really like this one. You can gain so much space, clarity. You can just switch open close and you have so much space. You can do the method you like and your own organization when you take note. Also, you can do paper image in a note in Notion, like it's an hybrid with paper and digital. Keep a notebook and transfer it in Notion. You have the texture of writing on the paper and you can file it later in your database in Notion. Personally, I use Parker ink, short tip, vector. I really like this one. It's easy to just write in. It's so much fluid. So then, to go deeper in knowledge management system, you have also Obsidian. You can explore by 3D and make connection and link between nodes, like a universe, a constellation of concept and information. But it's different from brain of an architect. I just like the verticality because I remind where is the node I'm searching and tags group in a small common package of nodes. And macro view is where you can see all your nodes in one space. Think about how much comfortable it is. For me, I had 500 notes, like for 200 text diaries, and it can be knowledge, topics, links, research, learning from documentaries, from books, quotes, lyrics, anything, any entries. But I need an easy access, find it quickly, and the path needs to be clear where to search. And cause by research, I remember at least the name of the note so I can do a main research and I can find it quickly. For some notes, you maybe don't know how to sort because it has no category. I can suggest you to create a brute or unknown area. This area allows you to put everything without a clear definition or definable tag or area. It's a free space where you can put everything with no sense in your system management, information of all types. For your knowledge management system, you can create a data learning area. It's a place for all informations about topics you like, solid library for all your researches on any domains. You can group by tags. I did mine with psychology, personal development, philosophy, mechanics, physics, science, nature. It's a dictionary of notes and concepts. For example, how the body works, how an engine works, how the atmosphere is made of. And also an obsession for architecture in macro system with this kind of star displaying and navigation. We don't have this on Windows, a clear map of each hierarchy and path for each file's directories. Think about the scene in Iron Man with the holograms and he manipulate data with hand, with a blue screen, and that's really a dream, but it's just in hand and you can have this physical movement to link the digital and the organic. Also, you have the solution of knowledge builder 2D and 3D, and you have same concept of Obsidian, but it's more easy and you can custom it as you want. So it's all about managing all nodes and all entries you're dealing with. I really like the idea of I can see all my nodes from one point of view and I can easily sort it with the toggle. Just extract, develop, just close. It's so easy for me to have the entire view on the universe of nodes I have. So with this solution, you're able to choose if you catch or not. Now you have a tool to manage all what you will face as information. And you have all the right boxes you can put information and data in. So if the system is strong and efficient, it will be so much easy to save what you want, to see more clearly all the resources you saved. So now about the dashboards and navigation. I really like minimal dashboard. After tried so complex dashboard, it's so much useless to display too many informations, don't know where to look, fight against views and design, it's so much annoying. You need to show something with sense for you, what is important in your daily life. It's useless to do same views in database and in dashboards, it's just a repetition, it's bring nothing more. I like macro dashboard. It's merging with all parts of different dashboards with one database by pillar, like for nodes, tasks, projects. In one place, it's clearly enough for me. I just need toggle that I develop, close, and I see all pillars that I need. I always have this zero dashboard open, especially the most active part where these three pillars are, that I can catch everything going through my mind. I can go in my memory, think about notes and tasks in my projects, add some ideas in main task manager. I can simply add tasks for all areas important at the moment. Add do this or try this later, check if something is possible, note, delete, check, confirm in 3 views. I'm free to manipulate without friction what I'm thinking about on so many subjects. It's where I can see that is a powerful extension of what I am thinking about at any time during the day. I use a lot this menu in the zero dashboard. It's the hot topics of the moment, cause when some nodes are active, anytime during the day you will think about it and need to add some ideas if you catch some. By this way, it's your workspace for notes you are dealing with at this period. Sometime for an entire day, I can only stay here, I'm focused on the important and aligned with my needs to complete this research of the moment. You also have a menu navigation between dashboard and between each pillars. It's fast, it's light, you can custom, you can do same for phone. So now I'm gonna show you quickly on phone. It's very easy, you can have a custom Notion on your home screen. You can create shortcut. Even widget if you have, depends on the phone you have. Put pages and recent also. And you have very strong navigation between areas, projects, tasks. And of course, in the zero dashboard, you get everything in one place. In the case of Notion is too long to load, a solution to go faster is to saving into phone notes, and then later you will save it in Notion. Since the last version I did an update because I spend most of my time in this zero dashboard to manage everything. I created a new view for host with a no area filter. It's same concept of host in area, but for a general in this macro dashboard. Like this, I have a whiteboard like we have on the fridge or on your desk at home. I can create some post-it to display some temporary notes. For example, program of my week, activities that I want to do, quotes that I like, things that I have in mind and I want to keep in view. So now about the templates. So when you look about YouTube management playlist, it's very chaos. You cannot move, no tags, no details, no image, no sort. Even Spotify is better. A video is coming soon about how I manage Spotify also. In YouTube, you can only put at least emojis in the title. It's so much archaic. You have no control at all. We need to manipulate data with context, make connection. And if you have big flux of media, if you're consuming a lot on the platform, because yes, you can find anything on YouTube. Anytime on YouTube is so much annoying. So why not create your media management with Notion? You need a clear organization of your playlists. It must be beautiful, custom as your image. You can put wallpapers you love to be quickly recognizable. It's basically simple, name and URL, grouped by tags and with this card display. But feel free to add features you want. It's so much flexible. And you can also put this menu inside your dashboard. If you make a sync block, you can put in every page and you have access easily anytime. You also have options to manage and list every videos in one database with API and automation, but I don't need to sort and edit every item. If I really need, I can make a note with the link in my note database, or even save to Notion with the widget. The only need I have is a home where a clearly display of nice collection of what is where I can find what I am looking for, a presentation of all my lists, because I already remember what is inside. Now about the travel planner. A travel planner is just a space with all the information you work on for the journey. It's split in some categories, just free space to save everything about the travel, but split in some pages. It's only about resources. It's enough because you don't need a list with all details of places like time opening, address, pricing, complex system with relations. You don't need so much when you plan a trip, you just need few important informations. You can just save on Google Maps. It's so simple to plan and to save places by map. You can do a list for a country, and in Notion you can put a draft list by day, and on the other side let the life guide you, cause that's also traveling to not plan. Don't list every places you will visit. Just save it on maps and display quickly on days page. You will attach important info only. So why do I separate planning into parts? One is for personal and another one is for tasks. Tasks are strictly planned. It's no negotiation, no flexible. I have to do it at the right time. Personal is just information on meetings, hangout, vacations, birthday, friends, traveling, appointment. Just plan for outside interactions. Tasks are just managed by me, executed by me, my scale of time and due dates. So I really make a distinction between both. You can also plan some sessions for an area. No direct objective or task, but just a free space where you manage things inside this area. By this way, you can balance your week to do a different area each day. It's only a draft and an indication of, okay, take time for this on this specific day, then next day do something for another one. So now about budget and saving money. We have different parts of the system. So first is a summary by month and annual. It shows the benefits for the month, progress, and you have also a chart for profit on the right. You have the tracker table with every expenses and resources. You can link to a category by month. You have different views. You can see from 1 year by month. You can see profit, you can see expenses, you can see resources. So you have main categories for budget. You can display on the category you want. It can be food, transport, it can be health. It's same for resources. You can put salary, extra. You have two charts. One for pie, like for percentage. So from the total of the expenses, and it shows you percentage by category. You have amount expenses with number and amount. You can see how big it is. And then you have few menu also. You have coming soon. It allows you to see depths, to see it coming and not forget if you have money to give to friends or for outside. Accounts, you can link all your accounts. You have also subscriptions. It's easy to calculate annual amount. It's cool to check every month, okay, you have this amount of money. I made a readme for explanation, for explain all the system in more details. So index web. I had this problem where if you go outside and connect on laptop of someone else, you surely don't want to log all your accounts, mainly for Google account. Even if you delete it, this will keep logs and etc. So to keep all your favorites ready to go when you connect Notion into a new advice for temporarily, you can access to your workflow like home. You just put your Notion account and you will see all favorites you saved into the list. Then disconnect Notion and it's kind of portable workspace for web navigation and tool you're using. It's also cool to check websites you're using with some groups, sort them as you want by custom. You can add areas to sort. It's really cool to display all the websites you're using and your environment. So now about the media. It's memory for references. It's a big database who takes any type of references. You can create your own, like you have movie, series, podcasts, books. You can add fields you need. It's just a way to sort all references you want to catch. Yeah, dates, comments, like status if you want. I did a separate database for author, and I want to keep it separately from the tag database. And it's so much easy to have one database with all references with different types of element like movie, series. You have all in one space, you can just research. It's same as Note, it's centralization. For the end, I keep some advices for Notion. Important things that I learned while using Notion and what problem you're gonna face by the time. Your Notion will evolve. You will add new features, try some function, relation, and connections to become more powerful while you're using it. So you will try things maybe not gonna work, maybe you will delete it. So in this case, it will charge database with too much properties, formulas, view. So I really recommend to make an audit for your system by a quarter, for example, just to clear Notion. Features and dashboard you never used, too much views, use filter whenever you need. It's better to adjust temporary rather than create new useless view. The goal is to keep Notion light and efficient. You don't have to keep too much information and useless things. So keep it fluid, simple. No brains charge to get lost. If it's too long time ago, you will not understand your own system. It's not the purpose to overload and charge more your Notion like your brain was overcharged by the past without the system. Don't overload your Notion as your brain. So it must be simple and clear, more easy and focus on important things, significant elements, and follow your own logic. No one gonna use better than you. If you don't know which tag use or which area is related to, if you're asking too much question and feel you will lose data in the databases, do simple first things that come, the easiest access, easy reminder for you. For me, my notes can always be found because I remember at least the name by research. Use symbols, emojis, colors for your eyes to go faster. It makes strong connections to know where is it, a sense of direction inside your system. And think about how personal it is as reflection, a mirror, a free space only for you, extension of your brain for saving data, saving your work, see all your projects, keep a diary, keep all your texts, save images. System is a reflection of you and you go deep inside, add things, read, evolve, transform, create without limitation. You will go faster and longer on everything with the best organization you have. Also, a cool thing, use multi-support in Notion. You can add image, doc, audio, mind map, embed, links, videos, integration. So then it's easier to follow rather than ask, and think by yourself. What do you really need? Can you create it? Is it fit for you? Someone can do it for you. You have to think by yourself. Because Notion is so modular and you have like an extension of your hand, a wonderful tool to do what you have in mind. Also, I use ChatGPT to think out of the box. For me, ChatGPT is no limitation. I can see things without my conditionment and my way of thinking. ChatGPT is an external assistant with advices, different point of view from mine. It tells me a lot to go deep in subconscious as my personal reflection. I can put myself in questioning and find answers inside with questions from outside. Again, no boundaries. So the system is an idea catcher. Needs the shortest distance between the access and your brain. With a direct connection, like a door to your brain, interface must be clear and fast. Don't need to think, how can I save all my ideas of the moment? I follow rules that I fixed and defined for the system earlier. And the meaning is to remove charge from your brain, go further, transform for the better, have a better comprehension of life, and by this way have your own system as a mega organizer. You are free to think about only important things, just follow guidelines to sort it. We're here for practical. It's a tool, you are not the tool, you are not in the engine. You can stay safe from where you are. You run the ship, you're not the friction of constraint. You're the creator, the driver, it's built for you. You're not forced by your system. I can now fix the direction with this structured process. I can focus on the vision rather than fight with a non-ergonomic tool. I'm not feeling limited by my way to organize what I am working on, because the work where I am putting efforts can easily fit in the sense that I want to approach and develop things by my own creativity. It's really a space of expression, exploration, for saving knowledge, compile ideas, make connection between nodes. Centralization and segmentation, group and isolate elements, have everything on the table and link everything around the constant as myself. I can save the way that I'm thinking and adjust the way that I want to think. So yeah, what's all for today? Today we saw what, why and how create life architecture system. You will know when it's efficient enough while you're using it. You will feel it like a wonderful tool, and then say feeling will disappear because something is finally solved. Please check templates linked in the description below. On each template I did a readme text to explain, to let you do your own thing, custom. More videos are coming about ChatGPT, productivity, Notion of course, but also more. And thanks for watching, was Martin. See you later, ciao.